Alright, try this again. I just did 10-minute video. So I'm trying to keep these videos at 10 or under. 5 is better. And now I'm having to reshoot it. Not because I messed up. Well, yes, I did mess up. I don't think I could do a video without doing something goofy, but I had too much video on the phone data part, I guess, and I had to move a couple of the videos to the SD card to free it up. So it started getting all anyway. So I hope that fixed it. So I think I want to go through this topic a little bit quicker because it's such a debated topic. I really don't want to spend a lot of time here. I could imagine the hate that's probably going to come. I'm just going to give you my opinion. So, getting your own authority or leasing on somewhere. And when I say leasing on, we ain't talking about lease purchase programs. We'll do a video on that somewhere else. But this is for real owner operators. All right. So I ought to tell you about what I think of lease purchase programs. Don't do them. Anyways, I'm sure I just upset somebody, or will. And I'll give you my spiel on that, so let's not make this video too long. We'll do that later. I'm talking about big boy owner operators. Go buy you a truck, buy it cash, finance it, your truck, you got the title, or you got it financed in your name at the bank. That kind of owner operator. You're going to get your own authority and run it under that. Because in case you all don't know, you can't just buy a truck and haul stuff across the country. It don't work like that. All right? You got to get your own DOT and MC number, known as getting your own authority. Or you can lease that truck on somewhere to a company that has DOT, MC, and authority to run freight in this great country. So, own authority, in my opinion. Nothing wrong with it. If you want to do it, do it. Some guys wouldn't have it any other way. Some guys want total 100% control of everything and can't stand it any other way. Get your own authority. But to me, personally, from a business standpoint, and especially as late as I am in my career, I ain't going to be getting my own authority. Probably never. The only reason I'd get my own authority, it's actually the same as why you should get your own authority. And that would be if my kids come to me and say, I want to get in trucking. And I want to start a trucking company. I want to have trucks, plural. So you can see where I'm going with this. A one-man show in your own authority, I just don't recommend it for many reasons. It can be done, yes. A lot of people do it, yes. I'm not saying it's wrong. For some people it's right, and the other way is wrong. So let's not start fighting here in the comments. I'm a numbers guy. All right? I'm pretty good at numbers. I don't know why. I'm pretty stupid with everything else, but numbers have just always made sense to me. And I've run them. And I've run them, and I've run them, and I've run them. What extra money you make with your own authority, you don't really give up in a good lease. Not in a bad lease. I'm talking about a good lease leased onto somewhere. And you got to run the number, guys. There's 80-10 leases. I've seen one, 99% you take it all and they get 1%. Yeah. Dig into that a little bit. Find out you can be paying a couple grand a month in office fees. Anyway, companies don't want to use the one I'm talking to right now. I'm not going to say who it is right now because, like I said in another video, what they're offering is pretty dang good. And I see a lot of guys out there doing it, and it's not really even a flatbed company, which is what I'm doing. And it's a mega carrier that would be pretty low on the list of even going to as far as mega carriers. They're not quite huge mega. They're not Swift or Knight, but they're a pretty good sized dang company. They've been around a long time, and it would be pretty low on my list as a company job. But their independent owner operator lease on the flatbed side looks pretty dang good, man. And I think I'm gonna go there. Leasing on their dry van division, joke. It's like $1 something a mile. Never do mileage. Come on, guys. No, you can't make money running these trucks at $1.20, $1.30. We're gonna do a video on operating costs and how that all breaks down. But your operating cost normally, a good operating cost, is about $1 a mile. Okay, some guys are more than that. With the way trucks are right now, and I said it in another video. This is October, I don't know, 5th, 6th, 2021. Don't go buy a truck. If I didn't have the resources I have, I would wait it out, and I almost did. This truck kind of came up, and it's a little bit overpriced still, but it's not terrible. And I think with the way freight is, I could make back the little bit extra I spend on this truck. It'll get me going a little bit, and I kind of need to get to work. I'm getting a little bored. I want to get things going. And then, it's not even the kind of truck I want. I wanted a hood truck, man. I wanted a Pete or a W9. Yes, I know that's a terrible truck for a business. I don't drive for fuel mileage. I'm not going to drive for fuel mileage. Drive because I like the truck. Anyway, are we off topic again? Dad, gummit. Anyways, if you get yourself in a good lease and run the numbers, you're going to find that what you give up in percentage, be it 90-10, 80-20, one I'm looking at is 75-25. The biggest owner-operators company out there is Landstar, and they get you for like 65. They give you 65, so they take 35, right? Something like that. I think you got your own trailer. They're still going to take 30%. But it's a good lease. I'll give you my Landstar story someday. I'm not going to knock them. I was going to go there, but oh, I can't do it without laughing. Anyways, we'll talk about that at another time. But you're going to make that money back in fuel discounts, tire discounts, help if you ever need it. They're going to do your paperwork. You got to count your time. Okay, with your own authority, someone's going to do a huge amount of paperwork, whether it's you. With all your, oh man, especially getting going. You got to set up your drug consortium. You got to do that. You get IFTA filings. You got, I mean, when you're leased onto someone, they're taking care of that. They better be. You're not a good lease. So when you go home, you can go home. I mean, there's still some paperwork, yes, but when you're own authority, there's a lot. And either you or your wife is going to do it. And you got to count that time, or you're going to pay someone to do it. And you got to count that. Okay, you can't say, well, I made $300 more on a load for you than you did. Yeah, your overhead's higher. Let's look at your cost per mile. I ain't paying a CPA or a business person to do all my paperwork. So you got to count that in your cost per mile. Do a cost per mile video. If you're paying someone to do your paperwork, that goes into your cost per mile. Let's keep it real. So for me, and I think most guys, for a business. Oh, and another thing. This is important thing. I almost forgot about the most important thing. When you're leased onto somewhere, a good lease at a good-sized company, they're going to have contract freight that you can't get on the spot market, okay? You can't get those offload boards. That's Landstar's freight. That's Knight's freight. I wouldn't probably do a Knight lease, but anyway, hopefully you get what I'm saying. The big companies are going to have some contracted freight, and it's going to pay more on average than what's on that load board. That's going to make up some differences right there. So unless you're the guy that wants to start a trucking company and get it up, start getting fuel discounts and tire discounts, I don't know what the break on that is. I know a one-man guy can get a fuel card and save a little money. I get all that, but I'm talking big tire discounts all across the country at all the Loves or Bridgestone National, something like that. They really start adding up. You're going to need 30, 40 trucks. So if you're that guy, then yeah, get your own authority and go for it, man. Go all in. I'm not that guy. Even if I'm I wouldn't be that guy. I don't want that headache, man. I don't want employees. I like people, kind of, sometimes. But truck drivers, although I love you, man, they're a handful to deal with. I don't want that. I just do not want that. That's not me. Now, if my kids decide they want it, hey, I'll help them get it going, and I hope they do well with it. But for me, I'm not going to drive that long. I'm at the end of my career. I need my head examined to even want to keep driving at all. I don't need to. I just want to. Weirdo. I don't even need to make a lot of money, so money is not my primary object. I want to just enjoy it. I want to enjoy the driving. That's me personally. I might not be you, but yeah, I don't need the paperwork, headaches, and stuff. So a lease is a far better deal for me. That's the way I'm going. And don't look for me to do my own authority stuff. If you want to know how to do your own authority, I can tell you. Maybe I'll do some videos on that, maybe not. There's a lot of great YouTubers out there that do that. David McGill, Sammy, hey, Make Sense Trucking, go follow him. He's done it. He runs his own authority. The Life is Good. He don't do a lot of videos anymore, but he got it. I mean, there's guys out there. You want to follow some guys on YouTube, they'll tell you how to do that. I don't know if I need to do videos on that. I know how to do it. I'm not going to do it, so it'd probably be pointless. I'll stick to some other things most likely. So it's one man's opinion. I hope I didn't stir up too much hate on the lease on versus own authority. I think for a one-man band at the end of the day, I think leasing on somewhere is probably going to be better. For a new guy, only maybe been driving a year or two as a company guy, and now they're going to go be an owner-operator, you better lease on somewhere. I know guys don't, and a lot of guys make it. I know that, I think Just Trucking, he's got a big channel. I think he went from truck driver school to his own authority. He's doing well. He's 1%, okay? That is not the norm. You are stacking odds against you like you can't imagine. It can be done, yes. Driving a car with your feet can be done. Don't make it a good idea. I would definitely go lease on somewhere. Go to Landstar. Go somewhere at least for a year, man. Get your feet wet, okay? At least deal with the truck, buying a truck, and get all that comfortable before you start this whole mound of monstrous paperwork for your own authority and things you got to keep up when you're doing all that. So 12 minutes, that's a long video, and I did not want to be here this long, but there we are. All right, y'all, appreciate you. Dang, man, I've been in the Midwest a month, and there we go with the y'alls, and they appreciate you. I like that, though. It's very respectful, so I've been saying it a lot lately. Anyway, appreciate y'all. If you like the video, I don't know, subscribe. Just trying to put out information to help guys. That's all I'm doing. Raw, uncut, no fancy production. So appreciate y'all. I'll catch you later. God bless you. Bye now.